Central America is a narrow strip of land that joins North and South America. On its west coast, the Pacific Ocean. On its east, the Caribbean Sea. It links not only the two American continents, but also the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through the Panama Canal. The canal 50 miles from ocean to ocean.
Mr. Blair, come in, please.
Roger, will do.
Okay, Blair, you don't have a tie-up operator.
03 and 07, 1203, 1207. Over.
Mr. Blair. Okay, Blair, they're closing. East Lake gates when ready. Roger. Roger.
Okay, Mr. Walker, ship is in, East Lake gates are clear, and your times will be.
The Panama Canal is one of the most important waterways in the world. At the Pacific end is the Bridge of the Americas. The bridge is part of the Pan-American Highway, which connects the countries of Central America with the countries of North and South America. This major highway leads not only down into the modern cities of today, but up into the highlands, a region called the Tierra Fría. Here are the mist-shrouded remains of an ancient Central American civilization. The Mayas developed an advanced way of life here over 4,000 years ago. When the first Europeans arrived 500 years ago, they conquered the Mayas, burned their books, and destroyed their civilization. The Mayas that survived abandoned their cities and fled up into these mountains. Their descendants are the Indians who live here today, like the Zelaya family, Ana, Jose, and their children. The land is not very good. Not much will grow on it. The Zelayas rent the land from a dueño, a landlord. But the rent is not paid in money. It is paid in work. Part of each year, Jose Zelaya works on the farm of his dueño. His work is the rent that allows him and his family to live on the land and farm it. His brother helps, and so do his sons. Ana and Jose know they can never leave this land because they are in debt to the dueño. But their hope is that someday their children will be able to go to the city. Neither Ana nor Jose can read or write. Neither can their friends or their children. But they would like their children to learn how someday, so they can get a good job in the city and perhaps even be able to own a television set. The Zelayas go into town on important days, like the festival of Santa Maria de la Dota. They are Catholics, like most of the people here. Below the high mountains is the Tierra Templada, the temperate zone. Here coffee is grown. Coffee is one of the most important crops of Central America. The people who harvest the coffee, the rancheros, are paid by the basket. It's very hard work for very little money. The harvest season lasts just 2 or 3 months each year. The rancheros harvest the crop on one coffee plantation, then move to another. Usually whole families of migrant laborers work together. Still farther down in the valleys, along the dry Pacific coast, there are rolling grasslands. Here, beef and dairy cattle are raised. Senor San Salvador has worked as a vaquero on the hacienda of Senor de la Cartinez for 22 years. Here they raise zebu cattle. The work is hard, but they have their good times too. Each year there's a rodeo. They don't kill the bull, they only tease it. It's a kind of test for the young vaqueros of their macho, their manliness. Still farther down from the mountains is the Tierra Caliente. This is a region of tropical lowlands. Sugarcane grows here. The crops are harvested mainly by Ladinos, people of mixed Spanish and Indian ancestry. Senor Gomez can cut 4 tons of sugar cane a day, but it's hard work. He and the others start at 6 each morning and quit around noon when the day becomes too hot for working. Senor Gomez and his family live in this house, not far from the fields where he works. With a little extra money coming in from their son who's gone to the city, they manage. In the tropical rainforests of this region, there are great banana plantations on both the Caribbean and Pacific sides of Central America. Corporations from the United States own and run most of them. The workers here have a larger income than other farm workers do. They also have free housing, free electricity, and free schooling for their children. Most of the bananas will be sent to the United States. Cacao is the other main product of these humid lowlands. Cacao is grown on large plantations and on small groves, like this one. Chocolate is made from cacao beans. Senor Moray owns this small grove. With the help of his son, Edgar, he earns enough for his family to get by. Cotton is the important crop of the Tierra Caliente along the drier Pacific coast. Harvest time is from December to March, and schools are closed during these months so that the children can help their families with the cotton picking. In one day, a person can pick 6 or 7 sacks of cotton. Nearly all of a family's income is earned during these harvest months. But migrant workers don't earn very much, and so many of them leave the rural areas of Central America. Each year, thousands of poor and uneducated peasants leave the plantations and tiny villages and head for the cities, hoping for work, hoping for better lives. There is work in the cities of Central America. Several million people live there. But the rural people soon find that if they don't have education or training, they can offer the city only one thing: their muscle, physical labor. Educational programs are helping them gain the skills they need so they can take advantage of the opportunities in the city. Senor Garcia is a teacher, but not long ago he too was a peasant, fresh from the countryside. Here, at an adult education center, he teaches the newcomers to read and write, to learn the ways of the city and how to find jobs.
Pero más vemos que nosotros
The peasants from the country who get at least an elementary education can often get jobs in factories. Many factory workers are the sons and daughters of illiterate peasants who came to the city and never found steady work. With a little education, their children are doing much better. More education, with some technical training, opens up still better jobs, a good income, and means workers can have some of the luxuries their parents only dreamed about.
Como ustedes pueden observar, este es un tipo de calibrador. Tenemos varios. Se regula.
All the countries of Central America have technical schools. Students can learn mechanical, civil, and electrical engineering.
Será la medida. Este nos va a dar a nosotros.
The schools are free and open to everyone who qualifies.
Veámosla en la pieza.
Technical schooling is becoming more important for the young people of Central America. As their countries modernize and industrialize, there are more and more jobs that need skilled workers, and more jobs of all kinds. This means more people in the cities. City population is going up, and so are buildings to house the people, but not fast enough. Even though the government and private industry are building low-cost housing, and many more people than before are able now to buy their own homes, the building can't keep up with the needs. Many people are still poorly housed. More than 10% of Central Americans live in the cities now, and the percentage is increasing as the population grows. The need for a good education is becoming more important. Today, 1/3 of the adults in Central America cannot read or write. But the children who will be the adults in a future Central America will change that figure.
Mamá gata está aplanchando una camisa de papá gato. La plancha está muy caliente. La camisa empieza.
What the children learn in their schools will help them live better lives. Their education will help improve the quality of life in all the countries of Central America, this narrow strip of land that links the continents.